I asked a committee of the smartest LLMs this question. You are a pharma R&D expert. Analyze the recent trends in AI and drug discovery. For an AI expert, which kind of organizations would provide most job satisfaction and innovation? The sector is currently transitioning from an era of hype and possibilities to one of industrialized implementation. For an AI expert, this means the most valuable work is no longer just demonstrating that a model can learn biology, but proving it can produce a better medicine faster than a room full of human experts. The most advanced organizations are not treating AI as a standalone predictor, but as the brain of an automated wet lab. The trend is active learning. The model selects the next 100 compounds to synthesize specifically to reduce its own uncertainty. Robotics synthesize them, and the results feed back into the model for the next round. It moves AI from learning passively on noisy public data to learning aggressively on high-fidelity proprietary data. We have moved from asking, "Is this molecule good?" to "Generate a good molecule." However, early generative models often produced chemically valid but practically impossible structures. Modern generative pipelines now incorporate synthesis constraints, "Can we make it?" and multi-parameter optimization, balancing potency, solubility, and toxicity simultaneously. It reduces the friction between AI teams and medicinal chemists, ensuring model outputs are actionable. Just as LLMs revolutionized text, we are seeing massive pre-trained models for protein sequences, for example ESM, chemical space, and DNA. The trend is moving from bespoke models trained on small datasets to zero-shot or few-shot learning using foundation models fine-tuned on specific targets. This allows us to attack targets where data is scarce, for example rare diseases, by leveraging general biological principles learned from massive datasets. Algorithms are becoming commoditized. High-quality, standardized data is the differentiator. Trend is investing in data lineage, knowing exactly how an assay was run so models aren't confused by batch effects. An AI model is only as good as the assay data it trains on. Organizations are shifting focus from better architectures to better ground truth. For an AI expert, job satisfaction in this field usually hinges on two variables: decision rights, does your model drive decisions? And feedback loops, do you find out if you were right? Tier 1 is the sweet spot. AI native tech bios with internal wet labs. Innovation is high. The company interacts with biology primarily through data. You are the engine, not a support service. Satisfaction. High ownership. You work in pods with biologists. You predict a molecule on Monday, and the robot tests it next week. The feedback loop is tight. Risk. Burn rate. These companies must prove clinical success to survive. Verdict. Best for seeing your code impact physical reality. Tier 2. The tool builders. Tech giants and research institutes. Innovation is extreme. You have unlimited compute and are building the architectures, like AlphaFold, that the rest of the industry will use. Satisfaction. Intellectual satisfaction is high. Clinical satisfaction is lower. You are deeper in the math, but further from the patient. Verdict. Best for those who care more about algorithmic novelty than drug development. Tier 3. The scale players. Big pharma with embedded AI innovation is constrained but scaled. You have access to decades of proprietary clinical data that startups can only dream of. Satisfaction is variable. If you are in a center of excellence, siloed, you may feel like a consultant. If you are embedded in a therapeutic team, you can have massive impact. Verdict. Best for those who want stability, benefits, and access to late-stage clinical data. The Council's final recommendation. To maximize job satisfaction and innovation, look for an organization that has closed the loop. If you join a company that treats AI as a service, you will likely be frustrated. If you join a company where AI co-owns the objective function along with biology, you will find satisfaction. The 3 questions to ask in an interview. What is the cycle time between my model making a prediction and getting experimental validation? Target, days or weeks, not months. Show me a recent decision where the AI disagreed with human intuition and the project team went with the AI. If they can't answer this, the AI has no real power. Does the AI team rely on public data, or do you have a budget to generate data specifically to improve model performance? You want the latter. Good luck!